somebody talks so well, converses so well, that's an art. Hasitam, somebody laughs, smiles so well, appropriately at appropriate time, smiling, laughing. Well, that is also an art. Nrityam, Gitam, Nritya and Git, there's an art that we know. Juddha Gati Kala, even somebody fights well, that is also an art. There also we say, oh, he knows the art of fighting. That's why it says, Shilpam Sharva Karmanihi Pranasvaiva Vichistitam. In all the form of art, if the prana is associated, it comes out, emanates from the prana or from your heart, that is called, true art, good art. Probably by birth I am an artist, because without seeing art, without seeing artists, I had inclination to do art only, and I used to enjoy so much. So you can say that I am a born artist that way. My father wanted me to be an engineer, and I wanted to be an artist, so I just applied for JJ School of Arts. I got seat. I went there, studied for about 15-20 days or so. Then my father immediately he said, no, come back and join engineering. Because I made a mistake, before going to the JJ School of Arts, I appeared for the engineering college admission test. And I was true. So my father says, come and join engineering. Those days telegram, in one day 5 telegrams I received, come sharp, join engineering. So immediately I left that JJ School of Arts and then came to a different dream. After becoming an engineer, I was, working in Assam State Electricity Board for some time. That also, for about 6-7 months only. But then, that was the time actually after 62, Army wanted some qualified engineers. So there was some advertisement, I applied for that, and in all the places I got selected, and I became an Army officer. And I continued in Army, but then again, initially I loved it so much. Even today I like it. But my painting is suffering. That caused me a little bit of pain, you see. So I said, if I stay, stick to the Army, my painting will suffer. Whole day I am busy, in Army, and then there's no time for painting. I started doing a little bit of work in night, and same habit today also. I have inculcated work in the night. From a very remote village. Very remote means, it's absolutely, you can say almost God-forsaken place, kind of a place, Because I see where the communication system and, I saw electricity actually, when I was in college. We studied actually with the hurricane lamp only, in our young days. So there's the way, and then nearest town is actually, which is about 20 kilometers away from my house. My parents are very strict about this kind of thing, they want me to study only. It will be very surprising to you. I saw the first cinema in my life, when I was in class 10. The name of the cinema I still remember, Chandralekha. So I saw that picture when I was in class 10. So that is the kind of a life I had. Somehow I developed liking for, that time you cannot call art, but some kind of a drawing. Whatever assorted material I used to have, even a piece of actually burnt, firewood, the angar, what you call. With that also I used to do, on the wall, the chalk pieces, in the classroom actually, the last small pieces actually, the teacher throws away, which he cannot hold it. When the teacher leaves the class, I immediately go and pick up those pieces. I use those things actually for my artwork. My mother's sindoor, the blue which is used for washing clothes, even that also I used. And some quinine tablets, which were freely issued to the Assamese people those days, because malaria was so rampant, so that was a free issue. And those tablets used to give beautiful yellow color. I put it in water, it gives yellow color. With that yellow, I put little bit of black ink, it becomes green. So like this, whatever assorted things available around me, I used that and did some work. And the kind of enthusiasm, interest which I developed during that time, that continues, and today that becomes an obsession for me. Without painting probably I cannot survive. Initially, I enjoyed actually army life quite a lot, but subsequently, I had that kind of a feeling, that I'm probably wasting time. I'm meant for something else, but doing something else. So that thing came to my mind, and I thought probably I must quit. And then I discussed with my wife also. She was also, all the time telling me that, I think if you are not happy, just leave army. But then, again, living, I cannot leave because my 2 sons' education is involved. And once I found actually, they are just stable, they can stand on their own feet. I said, no point sticking to army now, because my first, love for anything is called, art. I must practice art. I used to go to the, art galleries to see art exhibitions, and I used to meet artists actually, I do not know many people, but yet I ask actually, who is gentleman, who is that gentleman? Somebody tells the name of that gentleman. I go and shake hand. Generally, as an army officer, I've got a habit to shake hand. Hello, I'm Colonel Hazarika. Just like that, we used to say. And I'm an artist. I found actually they do not take me very seriously. I said, Colonel Saab, kya painting karega, He is probably suitable for holding a gun, not the brush. So thereby, there was some problem actually initially. Nobody took me as an artist. So I thought probably first thing, I stopped that word, the Colonel Hazarika. I said simply Jiten Hazarika, that's all. Otherwise my name is Jiten Hazarika. So I said simply Jiten Hazarika. And to change even the look, the army used to have very small hairs, so I said let me put some, keep some hair so that I look like an artist, you see. But everybody accepted me as an artist when they saw my first exhibition in Dhumimal Art Center. Dhumimal Art Center also, it is something like this, you see. I call one gentleman who was in Lalitkala Academy photographer, Prabjit Singh, to take photographs of my works. And he came, and when he took the photographs of my works, he said, sir, your works are good, that we can have an exhibition. I said, I can have exhibition, I want to do it, but where, who will exhibit my work? He said, मैं कुछ करता हूँ. So he went and talked to Dhumimal Art Center. And then Dhumimal Art Center, after he talked, I also talked to them. And then they said, "Aap kuch kam leke dikhaiye." So I showed some work. He said, "Oh, your works are good, we can exhibit." So in a month's time, they organized my exhibition. And in that, they have sold quite a few of my works. So I'm encouraged. At the same time, galleries also, feeling that, they are having the exhibition of the right person, right artist. So that is the only gallery I keep my work. I may not be regular in eating food, but I'm regular in doing my painting. I spend time like that. If you say passion, actually, passion is, I take it as a sort of should be obsession. Without that, I cannot survive, I cannot live. If you take it, that kind of, obsession, then probably you can always find out some time to do it at least. I love cubism quite a lot. Cubism actually, if you know, is a, anything projected from a subject, which is of course a cube. It has got length, breadth and thickness. But what you see, all around, back side, front side, whatever is, probably every side there is something good, beautiful. But that all things brought into one surface, that is cubism. But there is still, you cannot say that my work is completely cubism. It is mixed kind of a thing. And since I'm a self-taught man, and there was no influence of anybody, so I follow my own norms actually, and well, at times of course I'm conscious about it, that मैं जो कर रहा हूँ, I like it, I do it. But whether it will convey something to the viewers or not. Painting can be understood by various people by various ways with their own experiences. See, there is something in Sanskrit is called akasaiva padarthasya nana rupa prakalpanam. One and the same thing, it can be imagined in various ways by various people. Supposed to be a better work. Otherwise, I do my planned work. I take it this way actually, just like a farmer. If you sow some seeds just like that, probably grass will grow more in the crop, isn't it? So I plan it. On the canvas, what is to be done, I plan it. While planning, I got some ideas, fixed ideas. Though, in course of working, it keeps on changing quite a lot. But definitely I have got some, the input which I put actually, I do with some meaning. And my meaning can be distorted by various people in various ways. Because I put some amount of abstraction also in it. Those abstraction, it says something else. See, abstraction, I put it in a way, it can evoke feelings in the minds of the people. Because what is this? Some curiosity, see, there's a saying again, in Sanskrit slok, Kalanam pravaram chitram dharmartha kama mokshadayam mangalam prathamam chaitat grihe yatra pratishthitam. You see, it is, dharma, artha, kama, moksha, all this can be, imparted by a painting. So, in that actually, probably a dharmic man will find something else. Those who are, looking for, economical gain, he also sees something else. Various people can see in various ways actually, see. Jatu drishti tatu manaha, jatu mana tatu bhavaha. So that is the basic thing actually, see. I should take it this way, jatu drishti, whenever you see something, tatu mana, then mind comes into that. After that actually, bhava. Tatu bhava, jatu mana, tatu bhava. Where mind is there, then bhava comes. Bhava means, always, you convert into the rasas actually. Sringara karuna haisha veera rodra bhayadakaha, vibhatsha adbhuta ittastaha, shantasha navamu rasaha. So it comes in the form of, rasa. Bhava is always in the form of rasa. So then ras cannot be, created just like that. You see, a fire cannot be there on its own actually without a candle. So ras can be expressed through art only. Bhavana ka rasatmak abhivyakti is kala. So, this will be rasatmak. Ras means, as I say, Sringar, Karuna, Haishabhi, those, things should be associated. These are, those rasas I call as aesthetic essence. But many viewers, they say actually my painting is very romantic. So, from that point of view, probably Sringar is, one thing which can be apparently seen. I'll just quote, one thing, by Will Durant, the great philosopher, he said, the subterranean river of erotic energy feeds the creative passion of an artist. So artist's creative passion is fed by that some kind of, underflowing of some erotic feelings. So which is erotic feelings is which can be equated to actually, the Sringar Rasa probably. So artists generally have that, that kind of flow in him or her. Then only they can do work. If that flow is not there, one is not an artist. And you see, art journey, more you do, you come more closer to perfection. You cannot be perfect actually at any time, but you come closer to that. Keep doing work. Your work itself will guide you actually to do some other things. Initially, I did something, accidentally some stroke, but that stroke looks so beautiful. Next time, same stroke I use as a planned stroke. So thereby, I add my work itself will teach me something which I keep on adding, and thereby my subsequent works are, slightly different, more improved. So my aim is actually like this, if I can work till I go to grave, I think I'll be the happiest man.